Good morning, how are you? It's Caroline from Complete Fitness and Wellbeing, Friday morning, and today's 5 moves in 5 minutes is our balance and strength moves, which we'll be doing in an hour or so time in the Complete Fit membership. So, balance and strength, something we've always got to work on, I say it every week. How's your balance going? Oh, the sun's coming out as I'm talking about balance. So I'm going to show you 5 moves today that we'll be doing later on. As always, if you're going to join in, please make sure you're feeling fit and well and you're only doing what's suitable for you and your health and your fitness. And as it is balanced, maybe you'll want things close to hand that you want to hold on to. Because again, we haven't got to be at that stage where we can do everything. We sometimes need a bit of support, and having a wall or a chair or something close by is really, really helpful. So, shall we begin? Timer is 45 seconds, 15 seconds rest. I'm going to show you 2 moves, or we're going to do 2 moves that we do every week in our class so we can see our progressions. So our first move, we're going to have our feet hip width apart. We're going to gently bend into a squat, come up into tiptoe, straighten and lower, and keep repeating. So gently squat, come up onto tiptoe, lengthen, lower down. So again, not only are we working the hips, the knees, but also the toes by coming up onto tiptoes. How do they feel? Obviously, adjust if you need to. If you didn't want to come up onto tiptoe, you could just come straight out of that squat as well. But we're just then transferring the weight onto our tiptoes, coming back up again, gently down, tiptoe. And even having the feet hip width apart and legs under the hips, which is good for our balance. It can still be a little bit unbalanced because we're coming up and transferring and shifting that weight. Lovely, I've started, so I'll finish. Brilliant. From there, another one of our really regular ones, we tend to work with our feet under our hips, everything's in line, but sometimes we might need to work where we're changing our stance. So we're going to do a heel to toe. So I'm sensing, I'm feeling my heel touching my toes as I walk through. I'm not looking down. Now this might feel a bit odd, as if we're walking on a tightrope. I'm going to walk backwards. If you don't want to walk backwards, turn around and carry on walking forwards. But adding to this, if we wanted to, we could be looking left to right whilst we're walking on our tightrope. Maybe visualising you having to walk along the edge of on a curb or something, and you're looking left to right. It's just bringing everyday movements and sort of realities into our movement patterns. Bit tricky. Maybe, just maybe, if you're feeling comfortable, you could do that with your eyes closed, but that could be, aiming for that. Right, next 3 moves. I'm going to use a weight. And again, first move, I'm going to do a shoulder press and a hip circle at the same time. So my right leg's grounded, my right arm's coming up, my leg is circling round. So I'm mobilising my hip, so again, work to your measure. My right leg is having to keep me grounded, and I'm trying to press the weight up as well. So 2 different body parts, and the rest of the body trying to keep nice and still, nice and stable. It also reminds me of patting your head, rubbing your tummy. As my arm wants to go up, my leg's going that way. I've got to consciously think about that at the moment. So again, if you're holding a weight, make sure that's suitable. Again, if you didn't have a weight, you could just press your arm up. So just doing sort of body weight. Lovely, good. From here, I'm going to take my other weight. We're going to do a couple of moves. Again, with the lower body doing one thing, upper body doing the other. My right leg is going to be working today. My left leg is grounding me. I'm going to bend my knee, bicep curl, and then take my leg behind, press my arms back. So I'm working my biceps and triceps, and then hinging at the hip, bringing my knee up, and then taking my leg behind, working the backs of the legs. I'm trying not to create too much momentum, because I still want my left leg to ground me, and that's having to work. I can feel my foot really working to keep me stable. And again, if you didn't have any weights, you could use tins, bottles, or if you don't want to use weights, just do the actions. So the arms are doing one thing, the leg another. Nearly there. There we go. And then last move, just going to do a get up, get down. I'm going to hold the weight resting on my shoulder. You could, if you wanted to, raise the arm up, keep the arm up if that felt comfortable, which I'll do to start off with actually. So I'm now going to step back down again, take that step back, lower down, come to kneeling, maybe sit back towards my heels, then come up, and then having to push back up again to standing. So being able to get up and down, again, hugely important as we get older. Building and working on that muscle, that pattern, getting up and down. And again, it's balance, we're stepping back. We're having to lower down, we're coming back up again. At the same time, I'm building some strength in the arm by holding that weight still. Down, down, and then back up again. Anytime, take that arm down, we can just rack it there. I've started, so I'll finish. Brilliant. And rest. So, 5 moves in 5 minutes, working on our balance and strength for you there this morning. A couple of our regular ones that we do every week, so we get to see the progressions of how we feel each time we work on those moves. And then 3 others to add some weight, some coordination as well to the mix. Let me know what you think, let me know how you get on, and again, how is your balance? I would love to know. Have a super day, have a great weekend, and I will catch up with you next week. Back on Monday for weights and more, but probably nearer about 7:45 instead of 7 o'clock-ish. Anyway, take care, see you soon, bye.